Hey everyone, welcome back. This is KZ with more Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. We are in the 20s. This is episode 21 of the series. We've done it. We've survived for so long. I'm definitely a little bit stronger in between episodes. This is because I did some cleanup, and I made the biggest mistake. I did clean up while high, so I just kind of kept going. I'm like, ooh, piece of candy. That kind of thing. Mostly picking up fusions and other such things. So we're gonna go through some summaries of some demons, and then I'm gonna probably pivot our build a little bit, or like mess around with some new moves and stuff. So we got some plenty of special demons and whatnot, but let's go ahead and see what we got going on in terms of like lore and stuff like that. First up, we got Black Frost into the group, but Jack Frost, the group powerful and evil. They are evolved form of the fairly peaceful Winter Fairy and mark the transformation from small prankster into massively powerful entity. These guys are huge. Anyway, this guy, quite good. I can highlight its moves here. Increases damage when striking a dark weakness for all allies while in the active party. Gets the Draco strikes. We talked about this, I believe, last episode. They are elemental physical attacks, so it's an opportunity for you to be able to hit like elemental weaknesses while still dealing strength-based damage. And of course, the dark and light variants do have the insta-kill chance, the exact same way Mudo and Hama do. Also picked up a Donum Gladi, which is charge, but you give it to someone else. So it is for enabling others to pop off like that. Picked up Resist Light for this guy, so he's weak to nothing. Endure, that's all great. One spread spell, should he want to go for it. And he eventually learns a Dark Block. Some decent skills here. Frost Storm is neat, but that would require me to run an all Frost setup, as we had set up before. We got Kaiwan. I just fused this thing. There's no real plans to like do anything thoughtful with it. A god in Assyrian mythology associated with the planet Saturn. He is usually grouped with another god, Sakut. We got this guy. We got Osei, or Osi, one of the 72 demons of the Ars Gotia. Appearing as a half-man, half-beast, it is said he can change his form according to the desires of the one who summons him, though not for very long. This guy is physical all day. Let's see, what did I end up picking up on this guy? So let's organize a little bit. Critical / weak physical, low accuracy, but always lands. This we're getting rid of as soon as we can, because we already have critical wave, which is weak to all foes, high chance of it. None of this low accuracy bullshit. I might have to go in and do some essence fusion and give him a better physical move, because otherwise, like, 48 strength, pretty good. Beast Eye for high accuracy, and Retaliate, which is counter, but does medium tier damage. Does not stack with counter, though. So, and then Endure, so he can live through it. And then, of course, Ice Draco Strike gonna be good later on down the line. We got Dionysus, which is a bit of a mid tier in terms of like stat stuff. I think this is just fusion fodder, but I did make it so the next time if I can put this guy into the fusion of a physical dude, we're in a good spot, because Storm, Wind, and White Draco Strike's gonna be real useful. Also, it has Dono Magicy, which is the concentrate, but onto an ally. Share the wealth a little bit. This is the Greek god of wine and theater. He had 2 births. Cool. Myth says that Zeus took the premature Dionysus from his dying mother, Semele, or Semele, and allowed him to mature inside his thigh so that the underdeveloped god might have a proper birth. That's great. Good for you. Did we do Adune already? Keeper of the Golden Apples, wife of Bragi. Got a poetry. Yeah, we've had you already. We've had you already, so I probably have summarized that one. Got Hanuman, hero of Hindu descent. He can transform into anything, fly, possess incredible strength, perform many heroic deeds in the epic Ramayana, and is always depicted as a monkey. So good for him. Got Resist Dark, Charge, but Tower Kaji, Eat Whole. Mostly not really doing anything crazy with this guy. Let's check out Isis, who we just beat her ass at the end of the last episode. Mother Goddess of Egypt. Wife sister Osiris, god of the underworld, known for powerful magic and perform miracles such as raising her husband from the dead. As the patron goddess of the dead, her image can be found at many burial sites. You know, we got a spellcaster here. So, you know, it's the usual thing. You want to have pretty decent, like, damage, like, various coverages of various types. We can definitely dump the Zionga at some point. Got resist dark on this one. I think she was weak to dark, so just fixing that up a little bit. When switching to a deity demon, all buffs and support effects on self will be granted. So, basically, if you buff the hell out of her and then switch to any deity race in her slot, they get to transfer it all over, which can be pretty useful. But, you know, I play like an ape, so not a lot of that happens. Speaking of playing like an ape, he's here. It's Yoshitsune, the war god, a Japanese general of the Genpei War near the end of the Heian era and the start of the Kamakura era, also known as Ushi Wakamaru. He is said to have learned the art of war from Mount Kurama Tengu. On joining his half-brother Yoritomo's army, he defeated the Taira one by one, finishing them off at the Battle of Dan no Ura. He was still later pursued by Yoritomo's army, only to kill himself at Kuromogawa. Meanwhile, I see Shishi Wakamaru and I'm like, oh yeah, the guy from the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament. I recognize this. Yumi Nagashi is his innate skill. When this user's action consumes more than one press turn, add one press turn to the next turn. So if he screws up, you pay it forward in the next turn. Now many people know about Yoshitsune in many of these games because of Hasatobi. 8 weak physicals to random foes that always land crits. This guy's known about hitting you a lot, often. It's great. We got resist dark on this mana spring, retaliate so he can hit hard, maybe spread that wealth to other people. Storm Draco strike. All this real good. I'm pretty happy about what we've got here. This is kind of like we're hitting the late mid game point of the game, which means we're starting to get stuff that's really good. Like, quite good. Also, did not know this. If you can leave this area at this point in the game. Now, this is a temporary the group gets together alliance, you know, of all of our Bethel agents here. And it's cool, you can just leave. You can just start exploring the other areas with all of them hanging out here. You don't get a lot of opportunities to have, like, human party member, like, digging in there. I just went inside Nahobino's skull, my bad. You don't really get this opportunity that often, so I think it's pretty sick. Big fan of it.
Welcome to the war.
So there's some things I want to go ahead and adjust with people. We're going to go ahead and start with us. We're looking pretty good. High strength, but I haven't fully neglected stats the way I usually play these, where I kind of just go full ape mode and go, I want one stat meter to be all the way at the top as soon as possible. Not this time, just kind of stretching them out a little bit. Also helps to stay up to date with them so that I win skill checks when negotiating. That said, we have a lot of great stuff that we can do here. I'm thinking about, as an experiment, running a fizz Nahobino. So we're going to give that a try today. We're going to start it off by picking up our newest good thing, which is Severing Bite. Heavy physical to one foe, great effective crit. We're going to put that on him. And next up at the bottom, we're going to give him Physical Pleroma, which is which of course increases physical attack damage. The next thing I want to get in here is thinking about any other attacks that I want to do with Nahobino, because I'm starting to hit the point where I'm like, maybe I should make the character for one singular purpose and then have everyone else be building around it. So do I want to go for the Boom Boost and Flaming Divinity strat? That would take up 2 slots. And I'm undecided on it, really. But it seems pretty good. Life Spring, Resist Dark, a lot of this stuff, I don't know if I necessarily need this. I'm going to change out Resistance soon, I think. So I have landed on yes, I'm going to do it. So we will do... I think for now, I think, you know, we don't have to order these necessarily because later we're going to move on. Yeah, so we'll pick the buff, of course. We'll pick Boon Boost. Life Spring would be nice. That's a nice, like, 40. We'll keep that there for now. Evergreen Dance. Another critical new move, because it greatly fills the Magatsuhi gauge. You can only do this a technique once per turn, otherwise it would become even more broken. But basically, burning a press turn to boost up the meter so you can pop off is just inherently quite good. Physical Pleroma, and then I have one other slot that I can maybe put something like, I could put Sakanagi, but for now, I think I'm just gonna put this here. Yes, I am abandoning the Almighty stuff for the moment. I'm thinking about trying other builds, because anyone who's played through this game and looked into it enough will know that Almighty Fizz is the best thing in the game, much in the way that it was the best thing in the game in Nocturne. But there might be other things I can do. Next up, we got Mara's Essence. Let's see. Weak to ice, resist to all that, and can absorb lightning. So that's immediately really good. So I might want to keep that. That said, there are many other options available to us in terms of things that we can put on, in terms of really good skills. So I'm kind of looking at my options here. And yeah, I'm thinking we're going to flop this here. So Severing Bite, absolutely. What are these moves? Heavy to one foe, ignores resistance, and pierces through. Whereas this one has a great effect on crit. I think we'll have these two as our main attacks. And from there, it's gonna be buffs. So we're gonna land on actually, there are more moves at the top bottom here. Charge is I think pretty important. However, we could just run something with Domon Gladi, so we don't have to do it. Also, this thing has Enduring Soul. Okay, so here's what we're landing on. Inflaming Divinity for the buffs, of course. And from there, I think it's gonna be Auto City. Yeah, that seems like that's gonna make the most sense. So Boon Boost to make our buffs last an additional turn. Life Spring for the additional HP. It'll buff it up by nearly 40 points, and that clearly matters in this game. Physical Pleroma, because it gives us some more damage. And last but not least, the most important move, Enduring Soul. If I die, I am immediately revived at full health. Very good. Wish I had that 8th slot, but we're going to run this. And that's just what I've landed on here. Let's see here. Oops, I'm moving shit around, fucking it up. Where did it go? Where did Severing Bite go? Oh, Severing Bite got moved here. There we go. Do that. Life Spring. There we go. I just had a moment where I'm like, what happened? What happened? I can't see? You know you have like a minor stroke sometimes where you're like, what did I do here? Where is that? I can't read. I'm like Joe Biden in current times. Like, Corn Pop, help. Please help me. Okay. Essence Fusion again. Let's look at affinities and see what options we have here. And currently, we are experiencing a spread of weak to fire, absorb ice, but we're also weak to dark, and I don't want to have two weaknesses if possible. Let's see. We can do Black Frost. We're weak to light stuff, which would be a pain in Shinjuku given all the light-based angels we've been dealing with. Could go Anubis. Be immune to light entirely. That could be useful. It's always hard to pick at this point in the game, but I probably want to get something useful. I think we'll run Black Frost. I think we'll do that. What are the moves I could get from it? Endure, Monterunda, Blood. Yeah, we can do this. We can totally do this. Because if anything hits us with Mudo, it's a reflect. Their turns turned off entirely. And immunity to ice and resist to fire seems pretty good. Alright, we'll go for that.
How is this?
Alright, so we've gotten that all figured out. Head on over to Osei. Bet we can get him some better physical moves here. Gotta be something in here worth getting. Actually, we'll come back to you later, I think. We've spent like the first 15 minutes of this like doing build crafting of what we want our characters to kind of get into. Here on the special menu, we can see what we're currently working toward, which would be Lamu, which I'm excited to maybe mess around with once we get access to it. Should be pretty decent, I think. I'm just excited to get special fusions. I always consider those to be the big things you definitely want to go for. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. I'm pretty sure we've done everything that we can do here. I'm entirely out on miracles, but we got all the things that we typically would need. All right, well, let's on hop out. Very, very relaxing playing this game and making builds and figuring things out and making something perhaps too strong, but we'll see. Interesting that we get to hang out in Bethel, Egypt, which is just a part of the Minato area. You would think, oh, we're going to Egypt, and it's like, no, all the cool stuff happens in Japan, so we can have Bethel, like, Egypt and France or whatever. They can all kind of, like, head on over here. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Party-wise, I might want to make a bit of a change here. I'm fine with Dazai and Yuzuru being in here because we don't have them for a tremendous amount of time here. But it does mean I'm going to want to move things around. So what I'll do is I'll sub out Tao for Yoshitsune. And what I'll do here is, I think, this. Yeah, we'll do this. This is what is known as trying to break the game's back. So we're going to go do that and see how things go.
Stay alert.
Hello.
I am Khonsu of Bethel, Egypt. What business do you have with me?
We won't let you become a Nahobino.
So that's what this is about. But I have no intention of becoming a Nahobino.
Okay, we don't need to fight
I
then.
believe that. What other reason could you possibly have for taking Miyazu? She's coming with us.
And after that, what exactly could you do for her? I have watched you and Miyazu for a very long time. Believe me, I understand that you want to keep her safe. However, now that demons have invaded Tokyo, you simply don't have what it takes. I will be the one protecting Miyazu from now on. Time to do the right thing as her brother. Time to stop putting her in danger.
The hell do you think you are? Stole her from the hospital? What kind of protector does that make you, huh, jackass? Let's go, Yuzuru! We got this guy! We'll get Miyazu by force if we have to!
So it has come to this.
Oh, man. I appreciate how helpful Dazai is. He went from the meek guy who can't really do anything to, like, finding purpose and being extra aggressive about it. His heart's in the right place, but sadly, he's really enabling the worst problems mentally Atsuta has, which is, you know, classic syscom behavior. Like, this is gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, alright? Anyway, let's get prepped for our stuff. Donum Gladi. Alright, there we go. We've applied charge.
Fire.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. What moves do you have access to again? Nothing I'm really looking for. We'll just do a pass up on this one. You know what? Pass again. Why not? Let's see what we can do here. House of Toby. Fuck him up. Hope you like that, buddy. Next up, Frey Kugel EX. And Severing Bite. Alright, not bad. And that's a block on that one. Turnover. Unique Cautious Cheer raises defense, accuracy, and evasion of all allies by 1 rank.
Go, boy!
I shall assist you.
Witness me, man. Handled, not a problem. Alright, let's get those crits at the start. Alright, damage is regular and not a problem. There we go. Everyone's defensively looking pretty good. I got a couple of turns until K's buff goes down. Alright, we got the Witness Me, like, taunt effect still active. And Hasatobi again. And bite him. Oh boy. Someone wants to play. I also like how Severing Bite will do a way more damage if we actually get it to crit, which can also be fun. Anyway, what do we know about Khonsu here? The Egyptian god of the moon, often portrayed as a mummy with 2 long braids of hair, he is said to be a reincarnation of the moon itself and holds possession over what's known as the moon ship. Also acts as companion to the pharaoh's shadow. Hieroglyphics found in Una's pyramid depict him as a god who prepares meals for an oppressive god-devouring king. Also, I thought I over-leveled for this, but not really. This thing's a level 46. I guess I don't have to be that worried. That said, we are kind of throwing everything at him. Let's Spyglass weakness spread. Weak to ice. Yeah, I kind of should have assumed. Oh boy. And we're fine. First, let's get a flashing turn for a free set of damage there. Don't have to worry about a thing. Let's go ahead and reapply buffs everywhere we can. Okay, you can get a flashing icon with this. We finally have the miracle that lets demons use items, which is going to help tremendously here. Do I have any ice? I do. There we go. All right, let's bite this dick. Boom. Nice. Not a problem. And let's go ahead and Soma drop you.
Witness my power.
Man, you just had an amazing turn, honestly. He got, like, incredible value pretty much everywhere there. Alright, let's see. Oh, Omagatoki critical. And Donum Gladi on K. And Severing Bite, which is going to do even more because crit and at max power, 1,000, baby! When they say greater effect, they fucking mean it. He is so damaged, he's doing a little dance. Alright, show him the House of Toby. One more time. Yeah! Sorry about beating you up. We really didn't need to do this.
Everyone, please stop fighting!
Miyazu! I'm so glad to see you. Are you okay?
I'm fine, Yuzuru. But please believe me. Khonsu was just trying to protect me from the demons.
But...
I know. You're the one who's been protecting me this whole time.
Badly, but yes.
And you've sacrificed everything in your life just for me.
Sacrificed? That's not true at all. We're family. The only family we've got.
I know, but I also know that I'm a burden on you, and I don't want to be anymore. Khonsu will keep me safe. That way, you can start living for yourself. And if I see that you can do that, then I think I can have hope for my future too. But if you're still worried about me, please help other people who are suffering like I am. I'm sorry you had to get involved in this too, but thank you for trying to help me.
I apologize as well. I should have done more to keep this peaceful, but I'm sure you understand the threat that the Kadishtu pose. Will you allow us to shelter Miyazu here?
Please take good care of my sister.
We did it. And by that I mean, I don't know, we just had one normal conversation. I'm glad talking was able to fix the problem, I guess. Anyway, agility, sure.
There is something else I should tell you, Nahobino.
Meow.
You are aware that Abdiel is currently commanding Bethel's forces against the Demon King, correct? Well, it appears another Archangel may be making a move.
Oh?
His name is Mastema.
Archangel Mastema.
Obviously this isn't good. They just started playing evil music.
You might consider him a shadow operative of Bethel, taking the dirtier jobs in the name of God, even commanding demons. I am certain he is working behind the scenes to hunt down the Kadishtu.
You obtained Angel Feather.
If you use that, you should be able to meet with Mastema. It may be worth your while to speak with him, seeing as how you share a common goal.
Alright, well.
Thanks, everyone, for helping me with Miyazu. I guess she's stronger than I ever gave her credit for. She doesn't need me anymore.
Yuzuru.
Sorry, Yuzuru. I couldn't help much. And he ended up doing most of the work.
You don't have to be sorry. If there's anyone who wasn't able to help Miyazu, it was me. I have to think about the last thing she said to me.
Yuzuru.
Hey, do you have a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
Back there, Khonsu said he'd protect her, and we basically just took him at his word. It's a risk. Do you think we can really afford to believe a demon's promises? Or not? You know what demons can be like. Would we be fools to trust them?
They can be trusted.
Huh. They're actually a lot like humans, aren't they? Some are easy to trust, and some are a different matter altogether. Sorry, I guess that all came out of nowhere.
Hey, look, are you gonna go see the Archangel after this? 'Cause if you are, would you mind taking me with you?
Me too. I want to know what Bethel HQ is thinking.
I'd like to join as well.
Yeah.
Okay, then once we're all ready, let's go.
Young man, I would like to ask for your opinion on recent events. Yuzuru Atsuta had been fighting to protect Tokyo from demons for the purpose of keeping Miyazu, his only family, safe. But his actions created an unintended byproduct, namely an emotional burden on his sister. This led her to leave him and go with Khonsu. Human feelings are complex, and it is difficult to ascertain correct courses of action. I am curious as to your thoughts on the matter of Yuzuru and his sister.
They both kind of had to compromise ultimately.
Compromise. So you mean to say that neither side was entirely satisfied with the result?
Yeah, Yuzuru wants to keep his sister close and protect her, but ultimately he's like not living his life properly. Miyazu probably wants to kind of live her own life, but kind of has to be under the protection of Egyptian gods now. Not everyone's winning on this.
By entering Khonsu's protection, Miyazu will be safe from the danger surrounding Tokyo, and it is unlikely that Bethel, Egypt will be defeated by other demons. Additionally, Yuzuru will no longer need to risk his life to protect his sister. From this perspective, the ideal result was reached for everyone involved. But even if that is the logical conclusion, the look on Yuzuru's face seemed to indicate a reluctance to accept it as such. Now I see why you called it a compromise. Matters can hardly be fully settled when accounting for human feelings. The human heart is difficult to understand. Even if both sides want what's best for each other, a desirable solution cannot always be reached. But despite that, I believe having such unconditional love and compassion for another is a remarkable quality.
That's great, man. Well, he's left the party now. Gonna outfit the party with what generally I'll be going for. So let's see. Black Frost, absolutely, we'll put you in there. A Dun could also be pretty good too. Yeah, might as well roll with this. I think this will do us nicely. Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. We'll have K on slot 3. Well, back to Shinjuku it is. Let's head near first block. I've done a decent amount of exploring. That's how I was able to get the Severing Bite move. We had passed it up at some point. Before we do anything else, let's do the Demon Haunt. We've got a little exclamation point on our character, which means it's time to get free stat ups.
Yes.
After so much time alongside, you have a better grasp on the workings of the human heart. Even taking action in another's name isn't guaranteed to make that person happy. I understand that pain now. I would rather you remain shielded from the pain that Yuzuru and Miyazu Atsuta felt.
What do you think?
That's why I want to talk with you and make sure I'm fully aware of how you feel. Alright, let's hit a big 75 on that strength. Oh, cool. You can actually quick travel out of there. I didn't know that we could just do it like that. That's neat. Do I have red? Yeah, I could use some red. Never know what might come bump in the night. Alright. Let's go have a meeting with the Shadow Operative of Bethel.
Hey.
Huh?
It's just all the stuff with Yuzuru and his sister. I don't get it anymore. It wasn't wrong for Yuzuru to want to save his sister, right? Why can't they agree? There's some right answer I'm not seeing here.
Yo.
Just can't stop thinking about it. Angels always do what's right. That's like their whole point, right? And an Archangel, they gotta know how to be strong and serve justice. So I'm hoping I can talk it out with this Archangel, Mastema. Well, I won't stop you. I'm just not sure you'll come out of it still believing in the angel.
Hey, come on.
What do you mean? A master Archangel's not gonna do anything bad. Back me up, Tal.
It's true.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
You say so. Anyway, our objective's up ahead.
I think this is the place Khonsu was talking about. Well then, let's see if we can summon Mastema.
Ah. Whoa.
Oh? And who is this? Are you messengers for Bethel, Egypt?
No, we're with the Japanese branch. Khonsu lent us the means to summon you.
Indeed. Then let us speak as allies. I am Mastema, an angel in service to the Kingdom of Light. Now, what business do you have with me?
Ask about his intentions.
My intentions? Ah, I see. I am here in search of a wretched band of demons known as the Kadishtu. They are beings of darkness, and a grave threat to this world's peace. Our Lord weeps every moment they yet wander free.
Because they're attacking people and gathering Magatsuhi?
Precisely. Even across the seas in my land of origin, they have schemed in shadows, spreading chaos in their blighted wake. It was in pursuit of them that I arrived in Japan. Yet even now, they elude their judgment. However, I suspect they visit this land often. Thus have I been maintaining a careful watch here. They would use it as the staging ground for their vile plan, to summon forth a malevolent being who will rebel against our Lord.
They're trying to fight God?
Indeed. I had hoped that I could apprehend them as they made their move, and so thwart their dark designs. However, given recent developments, I judged that I could no longer afford to lie in wait. Ultimately, I could allow them no further progress toward their aims. Thus, I resolved to cut off their supply of Magatsuhi. You see, those demons choose their targets carefully. Their human targets are handpicked to win them vast amounts of Magatsuhi. In other words, without humans they have no source of it, and thus no hope of fruition. What do you think? A perfect countermeasure, no?
What do you mean, without humans?
Is it not obvious? If humans cannot express their negative emotions, then they will not produce Magatsuhi.
What are you getting at?
It should be simple enough to demonstrate.
Dazai!
Ah, shit!
Guys, help!
That's great, man!
And thus, another source of Magatsuhi is beyond their grasp. Be at peace. I will return him soon enough. But I trust you now understand the situation. Some humans have even allied themselves with those demons in their quest for Magatsuhi. If those agents of chaos succeed in calling their malevolent avatar, the entire human world will suffer. Surely a few sacrifices are nothing in comparison.
I understand that, but still.
Hold on. In that case, what if we beat the Kadishtu ourselves?
Oh? A fascinating idea if possible. That would certainly be a joyous outcome for all concerned. I admit I took no pleasure in turning the people to salt. I even hesitated at the last. If you were instead to strike down those vile demons, I could hardly object to such bold measures. You, Tao, and Yoko, was it? I pray for your success in bringing those agents of evil to justice. What is it?
Those demons have appeared near Shinjuku. Our angels are currently engaging them.
Well, well, is that so? We could not ask for better timing. Might I have you join them on the field? Dazai, was it? Be not afraid, my child. Let us return you to your natural and destined state. I can hear it cry. The voice of your soul reaches out to the heavens to beg for salvation. I shall free you from the pain and worry that plagues your heart. Be not afraid, for what awaits is grander.
We're good.
Should you so desire it, I shall grant unto you the power of the just, the power to repel evil in the light-blessed name of our Lord. You shall smite the demons that array before you. The malevolent and the unjust shall fall by your righteous hand. Power like unto the Nahobino.
Me? I could be like him?
Indeed. Young Ichiro, heart and soul as pure as light. You could hold the power of absolute justice. It could be yours. Is this not as you have always desired? Close your eyes and prepare to receive our blessing, Ichiro.
Meanwhile, on a large rock.
What's going on?
You get it now, Tao? That's just how angels do things. They're just weird like that. You saw they did the same thing to the village fairies.
Hey.
You still think what they're doing is right? Do you really think humanity can be happy in this world? Even so, I want to believe the world has a future.
That's true.
What the Angels is doing is wrong, I agree. But everyone makes mistakes. Even when we don't agree now, we can probably do better at some point. That's a level of optimism that feels like you've been lobotomized, but alright, cool. It'd be nearly impossible alone, but I've got Kay and I've got you. So many other friends. Put our powers together.
Sounds good.
It'll be great. You really are something. You never waver. Well, Dase's out of the party. I bet he was shocked. He got turned to salt and then immediately said, "Oh, don't worry, dude. I know we're tight. I'll give you cool cosmic law-based power." Good for him, I guess. It's always funny to see law and chaos characters like show off their extremes. Where Yoko is like cartoonishly cynical in a way that makes me laugh in half of her dialogue. You also have Tao being like an optimist in a way that's like even more extreme. It's funny because in some ways it feels like Tao's a different character depending on depending on the route you choose. In some ways she gets like fleshed out significantly more here than she does in the other route that you're able to choose for various reasons.
So, he has chosen you, has he?
Huh? Oh God, you guys!
At your heels, the very moment you first held that menorah.
You know, it's been a while. I actually forgot you guys were doing stuff.
Were you aware that there are worlds far beyond the one you see here? In fact, we have all gathered from a world of our own. Nahobino, thou hast the right to remake this world as thou seest fit, but in order to do so, thou shalt require power. Power unmatched by any and all who oppose thee. Indeed, For his goal is to break free from the primordial cycle of creation and destruction. The ruler remakes the world. The ruler falls. The world is reborn, time and again. It is this endless loop, this incontestable rule, from which he seeks to escape. Only by breaking away from this eternal ring can he truly be free. And it is for this grand purpose that we have gathered. We shall await you here. The entwinement of our fates with yours will open the door to the future he has sought for so very long.
Sounds great, Four Horsemen. Okay, it looks like we got a date with Destiny over there. Let's yeah, let's head on over. I see no reason to delay. Alright, are there any rails that can get me there a little quicker? Nah, I just kind of have to shoot off in that general direction. Completely forgot about the Fiend quest. They're all nutting right to the side of us like that. That's crazy. Calm down, guys. Calm down. Do I want to go off in this direction? No, definitely not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could just, like, follow the giant electric pillar. That's a kind of a better way of being able to track it. Look at the sky, dude. Well, we know the drill as per usual. Plop a little savey doodle here and get to work. Yep. He comes.
I am the White Rider of the Four Horsemen. I have been summoned here from another place and time. To defeat the Four Horsemen is to open the door to the future. Those were his words. As it stands, the time has come to prove yourself. I wonder, are you truly capable of defeating us? Come, cast your fear to the wind. White Rider shall reveal the truth.
I know he's like riding the horse. I really hope there are no eyeballs on its back. That would be very uncomfortable. Ow! Holy shit! Cool, guys. Alright, let's get started. Alright, Donum Gladdy. Gold apple. Heal up, massive buffs around the bend. You are out of juice, so we're gonna have to. I totally forgot to use the heal station. My bad. Retaliate. Okay, magic reflector. Stat down. It could be worse. I'm thinking critical. Alright, Hasatobi. Black Draco strike on these guys? Oh, nice. Very good. As for you, severing bite on our main boss here. Yep, keep ourselves nice and buffed and feeling good. Black Draco strike on you. Another big old chomp. You're pretty much out of juice at this point. How about one of these? Alright, he's gonna burn an action on Call Angel, and are we getting... Ah, they're charging for next turn. That's fine. Alright, let's have a look at these guys. Dominions. The fourth of the 9 orders of angels. Their name carries the meaning of governance, and is their duty to oversee the other angels. It is said that their work is the embodiment of God's will, and that they wish for the governance to spread throughout the cosmos. And, of course, our fiend of the hour, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse spoken in the Book of Revelation. He rides a white horse and carries a bow, wears a resplendent crown as a symbol of God's dominion over Armageddon, and promises to bring total victory. And I don't know if he's going to be bringing much in a minute, but we will see. Present me with my Gladdy, please. Ah, yeah, critical gems. Gems you can only put on yourself. That's a bit of a shame. We'll grab a weakness hit off that. Any more gems I can pop? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Perfect position. Let's go for it. Almost got him with it too. We might be dead. We might be just fucking dead here. Yeah, it's 2 down. It's okay. They're mostly doing physical hits. They're kind of not doing the right moves here. Hey, shattered like glass. That ends the fight. You don't even have to kill the ants. That is the most uneventful thing ever. That's a little flaccid, but okay. There we go.
Fiend, White Rider. Status eliminated. He spoke of proving yourself. Does that mean we are expected to defeat the other 3? So he carried the menorah of compassion. I felt nothing of the sort coming from him. Or perhaps compassion in this case was his refusal to hold anything back.
White Rider is a fusion option now. Okay, let's head back. I will say that was a fight to remember. Definitely engaging, exciting, less dangerous, but we're good now. We're good. Let's get everyone fully healed again. Honestly, I could have done that a lot cleaner, but entirely forgot that they had charged their Magatsuhi for their next move. So they did kind of catch me with my pants down on that one. There seems to be another quest thing over there. Could they have procced every horseman? Do not remember the order on these, so that might be a hint at another one nearby. Let's see. Is there an easy way to get over there? Nah, it's just a straight shot. Yep, I see the electricity beam. You know what? I know we're pretty far along here. Let's do a 2-for-1 in this one. Let's take out the next one. Let's see if our great strategies that we employed against White Rider have any luck on whichever the next rider is. We'll just save in the exact same slot we just did the last one, and let's get going. You hear that? Ah.
My world once knew a king. Mighty and formidable, he reigned over war and death. But in the end, even he was felled by the hands of those who sought his throne. And so that world collapsed, left to burn to oblivion. I bore witness to those final moments in time. I know not what sort of future you wish to forge. But if you desire a new world, then you will have to best me in combat. Hailing from the dark, I am Red Rider!
Alright, let's go! Of course, like the other way he starts, he calls his soldiers. Alright, he called some powers, and he does thunder. Anybody weak to thunder? Fuck! Yeah, it's okay. We got a dodge in there, so it neutralized the problems that would have come from it. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Adds one press turn for every enemy defeated for allies for one turn. That'd be good if I like melted these guys quickly, but I don't want to risk things too much. Where do I want to do things at this point? I think we could we'll wait till the follow-up to use any of our Magatsuhi. So for now, big damage. Let's see. Also, let's check them out. One of the 4 horsemen. He rides a red horse and carries a great sword. It is said that he has the power to destroy peace and make men slay one another. That's great, man. Alright, it's probably good to spyglass you while we can. Alright, weak to ice, absorbs wind, and bounces electricity. Alright, excellent work. 4 crits in there. Yeah! Okay, they got a defense buff. Man, I wish you opened with that. Would have made the turn a little bit faster, you know what I mean? You know what? We'll go for momentum. Fuck it. We'll see if we can get some spread kills. We might as well play this a little differently. Make this game a bit more interesting. Pass it up. Just realized I'm not going to kill a single one of these things. Uh-oh. That's a bit of a problem. This is all predicated on me, like, killing one of you. Alright, so momentum's not really going to get us that much of a cash out here. Also, I don't think I understood how momentum adds 1 for every defeated foe for all allies. I was supposed to pop that. Did it in the wrong order. Was meant to hit this after I'd killed some. We all make mistakes in life, and we just gotta kind of live with them. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. All right? All right? You don't believe me? Of course you don't. I wouldn't believe me either. Okay, let's see here. Take a bite out of him. Oh, nice. A crit. Get the nice Draco strike in there. I was actually hoping to get back to return to do the heal now, but we'll settle for 1 Ox Bezoar. And a miss. We're lucking out on agility quite a bit. Alright, since we did Bowl of Hygeia, we don't have what I wanted. We don't have enough. Of course we don't. I really should have looked at my resources. Bad. That's me. Bad. Okay. Elect dampeners. Let's try and guess. Skipping their entire turn. That doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's kind of surprising. Alright, see what we can do. There we go, critical gem as well. I think that went over it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes when we do it. Golden apple with Dome and Gladdy. We're healing over top. Sadly, I can't hit weakness on this. It's gonna have to be a pierce move. Nah, we can hit weakness with an item. We need the extra damage layered in. Alright, Severing Bite. Alright, 781, not bad. That'll reflect and beat our ass. We also could totally wipe here. Given its penchant of electricity, I'm gonna hope that it screws up if I put up one dampener for it. So we're gonna go for that. Alright, we'll see. Yep, we're good. Much better position. And we got a little bit of juice still in the tank. Let's see. You're pretty much out. Do we have anything we can do from here? Not really. Oh, Force Gem. This thing's also weak to wind. Nice. Sure, go for it. Freykugel EX. That'll solve it. I was thinking about cashing in momentum for a shit ton of turns there, but forgot it's only on Yoshitsune. That's great. I'm always making those horrible noises you just made, dude. Good job. Honor of Insight acquired.
Red Rider. Status eliminated. That's 2 of the 4 horsemen now. To think they called themselves the Harbingers of Death. Though, to be fair, all of these fiends have been surrounded by the smell of blood. I wonder if the same can be said of us.
Well, that's another win under our belts. What's this? An Elect Gem. Well, that's kind of like... that's kind of peak in a way when you think about it. We just fought the electric guy. Let's see. Our next objective would be to fight something here, but if I remember this area right, I can't push forward from here. Looks like it has to connect, with Shinjuku proper from progression. Alright, so we've gotten the backtracking Horsemen done, so we can actually now go completely forward to where we actually want to go. So let's ley line cross and get ready to wrap up for today's very long episode. A lot happened. We had an epic battle against Khonsu, 2 of the Horsemen, and met Mastema. And 15 minutes I spent just changing build stuff, and I gotta say, aside from the MP problems that come from Idun, using something that's like half her MP to do 1 heal and buff, I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching some Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. I'll see you in the next one as we dive deeper into Shinjuku and probably punch another horse. See you then. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. It's been great getting back into the whole Let's Play thing with Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I've been having a great time playing it and doing videos like this. If you enjoy that kind of thing, show your support in any way you can. This could be through just watching the videos, as you have been doing, dropping a like, click that button, and of course, you know, throwing a comment. If you want to go the extra mile, you can be one of the names that's been scrolling on the screen here and become a patron at patreon.com/KZExcellent. If you're even more awesome and drop at least 25 bucks a month or above, you get a special shout out of your name. I do that. It's crazy. We got 3 of them here. Thank you so much to Juicefrost, Chris C, and WTF Spider-Man. You are my greatest of supporters in this effort. Thank you so much, and yeah, I think that's it. All right, see you guys next time. Enjoy this end card.